Hello, hello, hello. Happy full moon, May 1st. Happy full moon in Scorpio. We are back with another moon energies, right? So this is all signs, as you could see. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, because we're talking about the moon. I strongly suggest that you check first your rising ascendant sign, and then the sun, and then the moon. Okay? Of course, you can check all uh, your energy and pay attention where Scorpio is on your birth chart as well, right? What house is it there and all of that. So, with that said, let's get started. Also, if you are not sure about your ascendant, you can check online. You can just log their natal chart or birth chart calculator, and you have quite a few free resources online. You just need you don't really need your name, but you need your date of birth, the place and time of birth, okay, to be more accurate. So let's get started here with Aries going all the way to Pisces, okay? So for Aries, let's see, what is this full moon in Scorpio? What are you leaving behind and what's coming up, right? Clarifying here. Okay, what's leaving behind and what's coming. Okay. Wow, this looks really, really good. So, what are you leaving behind? Five of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. You're leaving behind someone trying to take control of your expenses, of your money, of what you do with your money, of how much money do you make on, people knowing you make this amount of money. Okay, I'm going to make more than you. I'm going to try to bring issues to, there's a lot of money issues that people try to bring into a lot of conflicts, right? And the conflicts only come from money. Look at that, the Queen of Pentacles here. Now, we could also be talking about some sort of figure that could be a mother. It doesn't have to be, but it could be a mother figure here as well, okay? A Capricorn, as someone is Capricorn as well. So they're kind of addicted to, but I don't like this addiction here because like I need to have more than you. I need to make more than you, right? So, but the good thing is that you're leaving that behind. Yes, let's keep moving, right? And what's coming up for you? Way more balance in your relationships, much more balance. And this could even talking about balance relationships with money. Even though I feel this Ace of Cups here, it's giving me the sense of with who you relate, who you consider family, with your soul tribe, right? With the people that you trust the most. This could also be talking about reunion as well, because there's a balance that is coming up here. And this could very much be you moving away from this energy, okay? Instead of this person moving away as well. Let's just get here Archangel cards as well for Aries for this moon. And of course, we're also talking about Beltane on the first. Okay, so there's a lot of celebration, fertility, all this good stuff is coming your way. Okay, the approach of the summer as well. So you might be going to some sort of bonfire or something. Yes, victory. Beautiful. Look at that. Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. And it could also be regarding this situation, just getting out of the situation. And this full moon in Scorpio, it's ending that, completely gone, and you're moving towards a new direction. I really feel that Aries is moving toward a new direction that is way more balanced. It's more loving and brings a lot of victory, right? So thank you so much for being here. And until next time, we move on to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, for showing up. Reminding you this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but suggesting you check first your ascendant sign. Okay? So let's talk about full moon in Scorpio, Beltane, celebration of fertility, blooming, the summer approaching, all of that good stuff. It's coming up, right? Leaving what doesn't serve behind. So let's look into what are you leaving behind and what's coming up. Perfect. And what's coming up? what is coming up? Okay, what is coming up for Taurus? Okay, so I feel like it's coming a lot of balance. It's coming up because Aries just got this Two of Pentacles as well. Now, what are you leaving behind? Nine of Wands and the Two of Swords. Beautiful. What am I seeing here? You're leaving behind all this uncertainty, all this like, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I cannot see the other side, right? I cannot see the other side. I can't see anything anymore. I'm too confused, right? So there could be this sense of confusion, the sense of I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to turn to. So this, all this uncertainty, it feels like it's going away, right? With this full moon, it's absolutely going away. And what it's coming to you, it's coming more stability, right? We have here the Knight of Wands and we have the Two of Pentacles. Now, these two cards straight away, it gives me there could be people, okay? I don't know where to turn to, who to ask for help, and the person is right here. Okay, it feels like this person could come from the distance, so you could be someone that you know from the distance, whether this is a loved one, whether this is a family member, whether this is someone else, a business owner, an employee, an employer, whatever it is. Someone is coming from the distance towards you and is going to bring you balance. Okay, it's going to bring you the sense of, okay, things are starting to feel there's more meaning in life to me right now. Okay, so that energy is very, very strong coming up for Taurus. I really like this energy for you. It's very beautiful because it's a huge transition from this uncertainty, this I don't know what to do, I'm losing hope in a sense, into this is it, right? It's opening. Finally something comes towards me that makes a lot of sense. Yes, angel therapy here with Archangel Raphael. Give your cares and worries to us, angels, and allow us to take your burdens. That's exactly what we're talking about here, right? All these burdens. And I could be talking with Taurus here. They just call up to heavens and say, please help me, show me something. I need help. I can't deal with this anymore. And that's the key, is to ask for help, right? Not expecting that you can do everything on your own, because you're never alone. So of course there's always help for you, but sometimes we're so stuck in our head that we don't understand help is right there, right? So there you go, help is there for you, Taurus. So thank you so much for being here. And moving on to Gemini. Hi, Gemini. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, for showing up. This is your full moon in Scorpio. So let's see what is going on for you. Remember to check first your ascendant sign, then the sun and moon, right? So let's get started and see. Let's look into what are you leaving behind and what's coming towards you, okay? So this is a quick energy check in here for this full moon. So what are you leaving behind? Page of Cups, clarifying the Emperor. What is coming up towards you? My Gemini people, we have the Seven of Wands, which I very much like this, and the Six of Wands. Yes, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Gemini, what are you leaving behind? Maybe an old love, someone that you thought it would be something very big, but you ended up seeing that this is not going to be more than a page, right? It's not going to be more than potentially an immature person, that it did show up as an emperor wanting to give you the world, wanting to make you promises and showing you that this is the best that you could get. This is the best asset to have next to you. And it wasn't, right? It didn't come from more than promises. So you see here, only promises, nothing else but promises. So this person feels like they were filling up their own ego, not even so much directed at you, but it was more like, I will do this, I can do that, I am this, I am that. But he kind of felt like he was talking to himself or herself, not talking to you in any sense, right? Any shape here. So at least it's gone. No more illusions here, right? And what's coming up? Are you standing up for yourself? And that's going to give you a lot of recognition, a lot of, I see Gemini here coming very strong into being on the spotlight, right? With the Six of Wands here. So potentially you came from this hard time, you understood, you had to understand that, you know, a lot of people potentially was trying to take advantage of you, because potentially you're very useful, you're very helpful, you do all the stuff that, you know, whenever people need some help, you'll go there, you get out of your way to help people. And I kind of feel you're stopping with that a little bit, right? You're stopping a little bit with having to, feeling the need, I have to assist because they ask me, right? So there was a little bit of neglect of my own needs. And I just have to meet everyone else's needs, because then I feel like I am cared and I am valuable. But you are more valuable than that, right? And that's exactly what I see here coming up for you. Let's see what the archangels have for you for this full moon. Remember to celebrate the May 1st as well, right? Big weekend ahead. Um, Celebrating the light, fertility, nearly summertime in this calendar, right? And what do we have? Leadership. See, taking ownership of your life. Archangel Gabriel. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Now remember, this is guiding others by putting yourself first, because when you're leading, you're putting yourself first, right? Because they're coming to you. So there's no such thing as I'm going to be there, you know, the people pleasing kind of energy. It doesn't mean it's 100% gone, but it's not as present as it used to be before. And this is very important and beautiful for you, Gemini. So that's what we have for you for this full moon in Scorpio. Thank you so much. And we move on to Cancer. Hi, Cancer. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, for showing up. Let's look into the energy here with this full moon in Scorpio for you. What are you leaving behind? What's getting out of your energy, and what is approaching your energy? So let's see for Cancer. What are you leaving behind? Three of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. What is coming towards you? The Devil. Interesting. And one more, which is the Ten of Swords. Oh, look at this. I really like this energy for you. Really, really like. So let's look into what are you leaving behind, right? The Three of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So something here that was keeping you stuck, right? It was keeping you stuck. It was keeping you like, I always tired, right? I'm always tired. I don't really appreciate the stuff that is happening here. So I could be talking regarding some situation here, that what you're leaving behind is this sense of you were always doing more, you know, you're always doing more than others all the time, and it's draining. This energy is draining, right? This could be a case where you're constantly tired because you're being asked to do more than you should, maybe way more responsibilities than you should. And responsibilities not just in the workplace, it could be in a relationship, it could be in a friendship, right? It could be in something like that. So I see that this type of energy is about to leave from your energy field, and what's coming up. And that's so interesting, because they come different cards and I feel the same energy, right? What's coming up? Not taking any more manipulators. Oops, sorry, I forgot to cover this. Okay, because the Devil, it talks about manipulation, talks about people that try to control you, right? But you have the Ten of Swords, so it's the end of that. And what's coming up is you not tolerating this energy anymore. I will not take this anymore into my energy field, right? I am done with that. And it's very, very strong in this energy now. And so this energy is absolutely beautiful for you, okay? The energy that this just feels like you breaking free. You're breaking free from things that don't serve you anymore, from extra work, from using your time and energy, which you start to realize, or you will realize very soon, that this is your best currency. It's your time and your availability. So if you don't have time to do your own things, you know, it's not worthy. It's not healthy. Okay, let's see. Archangel for you here. Peace, Archangel Shamuel. Beautiful. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Start by loving yourself. Okay, Cancer. Start by loving yourself. Start by looking at yourself, and then consequently, everything around is going to shift. Okay? It's about breaking free. Look at that. He's about to break this, let this stuff go, right? It's breaking free. It really feels what it was here. It's about this breaking free. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. And we move on to Leo. Hi, Leo. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you check first your rising ascendant sign, and then the sun, and then the moon. Okay? So let's see. What are you leaving behind? 2 cards for what you're leaving behind, and 2 cards for what's coming up for Leo. What are you leaving behind? Empress and something else? What are you leaving behind? Ace of Swords. Okay. Now what's coming your way? What is coming your way? 5 of Pentacles. And oh, 5 of Wands. Okay, this is interesting. So what are you leaving behind here? The Empress and the Ace of Swords. I feel like you are understanding the true essence and the true intentions of someone around you, okay? This could be a mother figure or someone that is it's supposed to be maternal, okay? Because the Empress, it's about the mother figure, right? So it feels like it's coming, the true colors of someone, they're coming out, and it's going to be able to set you free from something that was keeping you stuck. Maybe you weren't moving, you weren't doing the things, you weren't opening up, you weren't expanding because of someone, right? Because they were making you feel small, and you're leaving that behind because Ace of Swords, some truth is coming out here about this person. Okay, now it doesn't have to be a mother, a biological mother, a stepmom, or anyone that you know takes care of you, a carer. It could be someone that you look outside of your circle and you kind of trust very much this person, but now something comes and you're like, how was I even able to? You needed to, right? You needed that situation for the longest time, so that now you're ready to move forward. Okay, so let's see what is coming up for you. Now, what comes up for you? Five of Pentacles and 5 of Wands. What's coming up for you is big changes straight away. 5-5. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of changes, and it could be changes in the financial part and changes to the people that you surround yourself with. Okay, because what I feel about these 2 cards that are giving me here is that 5 of Pentacles look at your strength. So there could be some financial constraints, and they're coming out. Okay, because you're understanding what are you made of, your strength, all of the good stuff that you have, and you're making sure that that is right there for you. And also with the 5 of Wands here, understanding that you're better than these people, right? There's something here that people were really trying to keep you small, and you're just like, no, no, thank you. You're very good, but that's not who I am. Okay, I see people really trying to stop you, trying to block you from expanding. You know, when you're growing and you don't fit anymore in a box, and people still assume that you will fit in that box forever because they're happy to control you. I really have the sense of someone controlling you. So let's see what the archangels have for Leo. Thank you. Crystal clear intentions. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it without unwavering faith. Okay, so you know where you're going, you know what you have to do, you know the people you have to detach from your life. Okay, not just completely cut off with the people, but reduce the time that you spend with them and just move forward, whatever you feel it is your call to do, right? So that's all for you, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, have a great day. Let's move on to Virgo. We're halfway already. Let's look into Virgo. What is going on here for you, Virgo? With this full moon in Scorpio, do check first your rising, ascendant sign, and then the sun and the moon to understand the energies around. Okay, so let's see what comes up. And so, Virgo, let's get on with this energy for you. So let's look first what is leaving your energy field, and second part, what is coming up for you, right? So big endings here, the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Swords. And what's coming up for you? This is it feels like a big turning point for Virgo here, right? So let's see. Yes, what's coming up your way? Seven of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. Okay, so this feels very faded for you. Okay, something here is very much it's faded, like you've been going too long for some sort of, there's been a cycle in your life that it's been gone for too long. Okay, so it's time to get rid of that. So there's this sense here that, you know, you've been holding on for too long, whether this is through suffering, okay, 10 of swords there, whether this is through your mind, the people around, surroundings and all. I don't see you moving to a different place. I see a situation ending completely, right? This is done. You were not supposed to be in that situation anymore. So it's closing the chapter. Okay, and what is coming up for you? Definitely new endeavors, new adventures, new ideas, new projects, new jobs, new ways of thinking. There's something that, because I see the Seven of Pentacles here as you planting seeds for something else. And this could be divinely guided. Again, it feels very destined, the energy here. Okay, this could be you starting something brand new, or this could be you turning into something completely different that you have done up to now. You could be having some sort of awakening. This could be a spiritual awakening. Yes, could be a realization. It could be something like this that is coming to you. Okay, there's something here by ways of your health. So there could be some issue coming up and you understand that you have to change some habit, you have to change something, because the type of life that you were living before is not for you anymore. And maybe you've been feeling that, but you're like, oh yeah, no, I'll start one day, right? So there's something you like, I'll start one day. So you have to pay attention to that. Okay, I'm being very drawn in this Wheel of Fortune to the books. So there could be something that you start reading, you start studying, maybe a new studies, something like that. Okay, so we have sensitivity. Archangel Haniel, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So again, like I said, you've been feeling something and you haven't been honoring that for quite some time. Maybe you're the kind of person that stays indoors for too long and they're asking you to get outside, because look at that. She's outside, and this is where you ground, you connect with yourself, you understand yourself more, is when you tap into the energy of nature, of Pachamama, right? And you just get out there and you focus a little bit more on that and not so much on everything that is happening in the world. So I could be talking to people like they're too focused on the news, on what's happening everywhere else, and they're not even looking at what's happening here, and what's happening spiritually and physically for you. Okay, so pay attention to that, because this feels like something is about to shift, and this could be very, very sudden here for you. Okay, Virgo, so that's what we have for you. Thank you so much. And we move on to Libra. Hi, Libra. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. Make sure that you check first your ascendant, rising sign, the sun, and then the moon to have a more holistic understanding of the energies around you. Okay, so let's get started here with this full moon in Scorpio. And let's see, what are you leaving behind and what's coming up for you? So what are you leaving behind? The moon is here. Of course, we're talking about the moon. And the Nine of Pentacles. Now, what's coming your way? The Queen of Wands. One more. The Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Pentacles in both of them. Okay. So what are you leaving behind? There's something here that you're leaving behind, the need to hold on to something. Okay. You're leaving behind, and you could leave behind some sort of lifestyle. There could be a big shift coming up for you. Okay. I just saw the word generosity coming up for you. So you could be very generous when it comes to help people to do something else. There could be something, and this could be, you know, maybe you've been living like enjoying life just yourself, just, you know, living sort of a solitary life, but not isolated, but just enjoying your things yourself. So there's a sense like this is about to end. We could be talking about a new person coming into your life. You could be talking about you sharing your life with someone else, with friends, with people, with a different community, whatever it is. But this part of being alone, it's coming to an end, right? So I think that's very good for you. And even if you are in a relationship, if you're living with someone, there's still the sense of being alone all the time. Maybe you don't have the connection that you wish with the other person. So that's about to end, and the connection is definitely opening up, right? Because on what's coming your way, we do have the Queen of Wands and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Wands, it is considered the witch of the tarot. So I could be talking to witches and wizards here. You could be working on your stuff. You could be planning to do something, or you could just be learning, okay? And you're connecting with a different community. Like I said, there's something about a community. This could be a new interest that you have, and you start to learn more stuff. You start to understand whether this is herbology, right? Some other type of craft that it's coming up here, and it looks like this is you planning, you programming, you starting something new, right? Because the knight is not the king, so he's already in the process of something, and maybe you started already something slowly, really, really slowly, and now after this, the energy of this full moon in Scorpio, you actually start to be more focused on that. Okay, more focused on that. That's very interesting. So let's see energy here for the archangels. Ooh, creative writing. Could be writing that we're talking about here. Archangel Gabriel. It's been very, very strong, Archangel Gabriel, in this card. So there's a lot of communication coming up. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So this could be one of the things that we're talking about. Maybe a craft here could be blogging, vlogging, right? Talking about your life, some situations, teaching, sharing some information, whatever it is. So if you are the kind of person that is very drawn to writing, typing, all of that, make sure that you do that, because this energy is becoming very strong for you, Libra. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. And we move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you are the spotlight of this full moon because it's a full moon in Scorpio. So let's see what comes up for you, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but do check your rising ascended sign first, then Sun, and then Moon. Okay, so let's see. Checking here first, what are you leaving behind? And secondly, what's coming your way? Okay, so what's leaving your energy field here? This is for Scorpio. 5 of Wands. What else? 9 of Wands. Okay, what's coming their way? What is coming their way? 4 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. Okay, so there's only Wands here. So there's a lot of fire. There's a lot of situations happening here for you. Okay, the Queen of Swords is the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of situations here coming up for you, okay? And this could actually come from a person, or this could be yourself, okay? Said this could be also coming from yourself, okay? Because you could be this Queen of Swords that is like, I have to put it out, okay? I have to say, what are you leaving behind? Competition, people trying to, you know, talk you through. Life is all about competition. There's no cooperation. Everyone is against you. Everyone is against everyone. You know, looking at the news all the time, everything that is happening in the world, and I'm talking about people that they don't even take charge of their own life, but they're just focused about everything else that is happening because they don't want to be dealing with their own life. You see that? They're exhausted, but they're exhausted from other situations, external people, okay? And these are people that they are not doing anything to change their life. They're not doing anything to improve their life, okay? They're just practicing here. And you know, when you start working, and there's a lot of people like their first job would be maybe some sort of McDonald's or something like that, right? Because it's easy, it's an easy salary, and you don't just you don't get a lot of money because anyone can do that type of job, right? And then you evolve, and then as you evolve, you mature and you upgrade and you move to, whether this is a different position or you go to a manager or something, and then you move to a different company and a better one and a better one, and you might even ended up having your own company, right? Being the CEO of your, or the founder of your own company. But these people are the ones that just remain in McDonald's, and they are the ones criticizing that person because they purchased this and they purchased that, and they took the money from other thing. There's for sure corruption there. They're stealing, they're doing all of that because they're not doing anything. So I see this type of people shipping out of your life. Okay, what's coming up for you? New life, new people. I could see very strongly Scorpios putting an end into this, but rather than being these people stepping out, it's you going the distance. Okay, 3 of Wands here. I see this person is just waiting for the ship to be gone, right? This is like, I am gone. This could be, I don't know, maybe you have a lot of stuff and you have to take it to the shipment, um, right? And then they're going to take the boxes and you take your flight and go to a new house, to a new place, to where things are beautiful, where people are happy. They celebrate each other. They don't compete with each other. They celebrate life. Okay. So this is incredible. I really like this energy for you, Scorpio. So let's see what your archangels want to bring it. Wow. Bring it to you. Claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are answered prayers. And potentially you already start understanding that, not just from this reading, but from other situations, right? You have the rainbow, you have the light, you have the nighttime. So there's already a lot of, it doesn't make sense. Why am I here? I wasn't supposed to be here. This is not what I dream of. Okay. So there's already like, but the beauty of this is that the archangel is at the top of the mountain, right? So he already went over the challenges and he's right there. And then he's ready to slide down because it's cold to slide down, right? So there's this message here, like you already know what you have to do, and you kind of feel you already know where you're going. Sometimes people, they don't know where to go, they just know they want to go somewhere. But here I feel like you don't have it all figured out, because we never know. We don't have it all figured out, right? Things always go a little bit out of, life is not linear, as you know. And you see from the rainbow, it's not straight line, right? It goes around. And there's straight away this energy of, I know where I want to go. Okay. I know the type of people that I want to be surrounded by. I know the type of house that I want to be living in. I want who will be under the same roof as me. So all this energy is coming very, very strong here. Okay. So that's all for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. And we move on to Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do check first your rising ascendant sign, then the sun, and then the moon. So let's see what's coming out of your way here and what is coming towards you during this full moon. So what are you leaving behind? Uncertainty, two of swords, and the Page of Pentacles. This sense of beginning. I'm always beginning. I'm always starting something new. I'm always starting something, right? I always feel like I'm in this beginner mode all the time. But we'll check a little bit more. What's coming your way? 6 of Swords. You're going. And the 7 of Wands. Perfect. Now, what are we doing here? We're talking about what you're leaving behind, the sense of, I'm not sure, I don't know, maybe I'm not ready, I'm not good enough. The sense of, I always need to learn more. So these are all insecurities, but these are all patterns from the past, okay? Patterns that were only passed to you. Oh, you should just remain in this 9-to-5 job. You shouldn't try to do something bigger. You shouldn't try to grow. Why would you put yourself into that uncertainty? Why would you get out of your comfort zone? And then you always feel like, oh, I'm just a beginner, I'm just a beginner, I'm just a beginner, right? Why? Because you're just, you're covered in your mind, and you're not, your heart is closed. Look at that. The heart is closed off here. Do you see the hands across with the swords there across the heart? All she needs to do is just to remove the blind, open the heart, look at the other side and say, there's a brand new beginning out there. A brand new beginning out there, right? And it's calling up for me. So I see you leaving behind all this uncertainty, all this, we could be going through some sort of healing regarding rewiring the mind. That could be something. And what happens then? Look how beautiful and perfect this works, right? We're talking about removing the blind, open, turning to the other side, and having a new beginning. What are they doing? Going towards a new beginning. I cannot get this wrong right now, because the message that the cards are speaking for itself, right? And this is about, no, I will not tell you what I have to do or not do. I don't have to justify myself for everything that I do or don't do. Okay? I don't have to tell you why am I not a page anymore. Okay? Because I know who I am, I know where I'm going, and I know who am I taking with me. What a powerful reading here. This is amazing for you. Let's see. Okay. Archangel, overcoming difficulties. Going up. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's like a feather. It's only up. The only way is up. Archangel Jeremiel, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. See, he's going over the mountains, right? It's like the mountains don't bother me anymore because I'm over that. Okay, so that's an absolutely beautiful reading for you, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. And moving on to Capricorn. Let's see what is going on for Capricorn. How are you doing, guys? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do check your rising ascendant sign first, and then Sun and Moon, okay, to take the best energy of this general readings for you. So let's see, first of all, what are you leaving behind? And second, what is coming your way? Okay, so what are you leaving behind? 3 and 8 of Wands. So what's coming your way? The Sun and the Ace of Wands. Yes, beautiful. So what are you leaving behind? Old people, old places. Okay, these are two cards that talk about traveling, right? Two cards that talk about, maybe this is not so much about going the distance, but it could be returning. Okay, so some of you maybe don't like to be where they are, and they're moving to a different direction. Now it doesn't mean that you are moving out of the place where you want to be. I feel you're not comfortable anymore where you are. That's what I feel. I feel you're not comfortable anymore, and you're just taking action. This is not even planning. This is about taking action. Both of them talk about taking action, right? First of all, 3 is about the manifesting, right? This 8 talks definitely about other lands. And the manifestation, the 3 of Wands, also talks about that. But it feels like you're waiting for someone. You've been waiting for someone, and you're not going to wait for that person anymore. I like that. You don't have to wait for people unless they're dependents, right? That's a whole different story. Now, what is coming your way? The Sun and the Ace of Wands. Whatever ideas you're having, wherever you're going, it's going to be amazing. You have the Sun, the most positive card in the whole deck, right? You have the Ace of Wands connecting with divine. This is you and divine working as one here, right? Co-creating. This is the proper co-creation here. Look at the child. It's not even holding the horse. It's just loving, enjoying, right? You know, when you go on a slide or something and you just lift your arms and you just allow the wind to pass through, and just the adrenaline is just so cool, and it's so happy, like all the sunflowers there. It's beautiful. Even the horse, it's a white one, so it's about the purity, the new. The new is very strong here, and look at that. The hand comes passing through the clouds, but it's white, just like the horse, right? It's this incredible new beginning. There's a brand new beginning coming up for you, Capricorn. So let's see, what is this about your archangel? for this full moon in Scorpio. Clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel. I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. See, I'm just going to leave, right? Wherever I go, I will be accepted. I'll be happy. I'll enjoy life because I am guided by my archangels. They're always with me, right? They are always with me. And look at that. The stuff here has all the chakras here. So I'm also connecting with people that they could be Reiki healers, or aligning the chakras, all that type of energies coming very strong here. So you could be someone that does that, or you could be looking for someone to do that. I mean, you can check also some frequencies here on the platform as well, if you feel that's enough for you. Okay, and if you do that, do check, try to do that before you go to sleep, because there's nighttime here, as you go to sleep, whether this is through a meditation or something, or just listening to that, just playing that frequencies when you go to sleep. It's going to be very transformative for you. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. Moving on then to Aquarius. We're nearly at the end. Aquarius, how are you? Thank you so much for being here, guys. Let's see what's coming up for you. What are you leaving behind? And what's coming up for you during this full moon in Scorpio? Make sure first you check your rising, ascendant sign, and then the moon, and then the sun, then the sun, and then the moon. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what comes up for you. So what are you leaving behind? The Emperor? Okay. No, I want just one more card. Thank you. And the Temperance. Now, what is coming up your way? Ace of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Okay. So what are you leaving behind? You're potentially leaving behind someone that was slowing down things. Okay. So something here was very slow, and you kind of felt like, oh, it shouldn't be this slow. Okay. Because the Emperor here, we could be talking about a father figure. We could be talking about a person with a very strong masculine energy, or this could be a boss. Okay. We could be talking about something like that. Now we also have the Temperance here. So I see here that you wanting to expand, you wanting to do something, because the Temperance talking about alchemy here, right? So alchemizing, and I'm blending the energies, the emotions, the frequencies, all that I have to bring something better, okay? To become this higher version of me. But someone here is not allowing me to do that. So this person is just gonna stay. Oh, noise. Yes. This person is just gonna stay behind, and I see you moving forward, right? Because when we're talking about what is coming your way, you're coming your way because there's messages, there's energy, there's a brand new energy, beginning energy. And this is not beginning as a beginner energy, but it's this energy that comes, it's this fire that comes from within. It's like, I'm just gonna do it, right? Even this Eight of Swords here, I really feel like this person is, I may be stuck right now, but I'm going even with that. You know, when they say, go even with fear, that's it. You have no fear here. I feel that Aquarius here are like, whatever it is, I'll make it through. I'll make it through, because the amount of challenges that I've been having recently, I know that I can totally do this. I just know it, right? So let's see what else. Yes, spread your wings. See, exactly what we're talking about. Even with fear, I'll go. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So this full moon is giving you the hint, let's go, right? And it potentially giving you the push, right? Offering you, my candle's making a lot of noise today. Ace of Wands is just going through, okay? Let's just go. And it actually said, when I said, you go even with fear. So this could be confirmation for some of you, okay? So Aquarius, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much, and spread your wings. And finally, Pisces, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. Don't forget to check first your ascendant rising sign, then the sun, and then the moon. So let's see, Pisces, what are you leaving behind? and what's coming your way during this full moon in Scorpio. Leaving behind 10 of Wands. Beautiful. Oh, wow. 3 of Swords. Hey, what's this healing here? This looks really good. What's coming your way? 7 of Wands. I'm liking the 7 of Wands recently. The energy of it that it's passing on to me is really, really good. What else? It's 1 card. They're coming, a lot of them. 1 card. Thank you. The Lovers. That's why. That is why. Okay, so what are you leaving behind? Oh, people trying to destroy you, people trying to hurt you, people trying to put all their burdens on you. Okay, 10 of Wands. You carrying the burdens of other people that is not meant to be yours. You carrying all the pain from other people that is not meant to be yours. It's just too painful to carry all of this, you know? And people could be even judging you because you don't pay attention to what they're saying. What they're actually doing is, we could be talking about energy vampires, right? That they come to you with their pain and their sorrows and everything, and you're like, yes, I understand, I listen, because you're Pisces and you're very compassionate, you're very empathic and all of that, and you listen to them. But as you're listening to them, maybe you didn't, you know, because they're so close to you, you didn't put your psychic protection, so you're taking their energy and they're just taking your good vibe from you. So when you leave these people, you're exhausted, you just want to go to sleep, you feel sad, you feel irate, you feel annoyed, because you kept their energy and they took your good vibes. So you're being protected and you're getting out of this type of energy of these people, because they're taking a lot of advantage of you. So I don't like that, people. And what's coming your way? Standing up for yourself, being protected, saying no, right? Without justifying yourself. Because this is the pure setting up boundaries. Oh, come over to my house. I don't feel like, thank you. I have other stuff. Okay, you don't have to say I don't feel like, right? Let's be more polite here. Don't say that. Please don't. I have something on my side, right? I'm kind of busy right now. Or maybe they just texting and calling you and you just don't take the call, right? And they come, why didn't you text me? Doing stuff, right? Why didn't you take my call? I kind of have my own business, you know, to run, have my stuff to do, right? And what's also coming your way? The Lover. So we could be talking about a new love. If you're single, yes, most likely it could be new love, because you're stepping up for yourself and this person comes to you exactly at the time that you're ready to take a person, because you learn how to set up your boundaries and how to honor your boundaries. It's not just because you're in a relationship you're not going to respect yourself, your time, your space, and your energy, right? We still do that because we are all individuals. Even we work as one, but we still have our own needs to be met, right? Whether this is from other people or from ourselves. If you are in a relationship, there's a potential that you're going to stop to take the external energy towards the relationship, okay? So there's a beautiful energy here. There's a lot of harmony coming up. That's what I'm feeling here. Harmony. Compassion, yes. Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. And that's what we're talking about, being compassionate with yourself, setting up your own boundaries and the people around. Because when you do that to yourself, everything just expands, right? So that's what I have for you, Pisces, and everyone has been here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. Don't forget to leave me a like there and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, have the most wonderful full moon in Scorpio. Take care.